Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Monday Mornings with the Smiths.
Good morning.
Today, we're going to be wrapping up our series on the five love languages. And the final love language that we're going to spend a few minutes talking about is acts of service.
Wow.
So, babe, when I say acts of service, what comes to mind?
Doing things.
Doing things. Okay. Um, so acts of service is really about love in action.
Definitely.
Can you expand on that a little bit? Love in action. What does that look like?
Well, to you, act of service is a big thing. You know, me coming home and vacuuming
Mm,
is a great thing to you. Me coming home and cooking is a great thing to you. Me coming home and do whatever,
mm-hmm,
you know, that makes your burden much lighter.
mm-hmm,
It's a great thing to you. I'm not saying, however, that household responsibility is necessarily yours, right? It's ours to share together. But, you know, society have it that, you know, it's women's responsibility in the house and stuff. And you know, if we have shared responsibility by going in the work field and work, coming home, we should have shared responsibility.
Okay, very good. So you're telling me that vacuuming the floors and doing the laundry is an expression of love.
Almost definitely, almost definitely. And especially again to the person
Mm-hmm.
who love language is act of service.
Excellent, excellent. I know, one of the things that you always like to say is that for a woman, foreplay begins outside of the bedroom.
Right.
But with acts of service, it's not so much about foreplay, but it's just about the fact that, as you stated, you lessening my burden, you saying, let me take care of that for you, is a way of me feeling love. By you showing me that, it's a way of showing that I'm loved.
Yeah. And a lot of times also, you know, we find ourselves, you know, doing these things. Oh, let me just do this because I know she's gonna get mad, or I want to shut her up, you know, or let me do this because I have an ulterior motive. You know, I need something in the end. I need to be rewarded. We ought to do these things not simply because I want to shut you up or need to be rewarded, but simply because, you know, we're together. It's a principle. You know, I'm into you as you're into me, so we do things together. Just like most times we come home together, and it's funny, it's not even planned, but both of us oftentimes stop in the kitchen and we do what need to be done in the kitchen before we go to our bedroom or disperse to our office or whatever the case may be. You know, it's shared responsibility.
And we keep saying she and he,
Right.
as if only the women need to have their burdens lightened. But we know that in today's society, a lot of times the men are the ones that's taking care of the home and taking care of the children and doing those household tasks. So let me just say this to the women out there who may be sitting back while their husbands take care of the home and raise the children and do everything. He also needs your help, and he needs you to lighten his burden. So laziness and broken commitments will not work for the person whose love language is acts of service. Get up, lighten that load, lighten that burden, sharing the responsibilities, and work together.
You just can't afford to have that disconnect in your relationship. You know, sometimes I use you and I as a dynamic, and as example rather, and a lot of times, some days I just want to chill in my bed and just flip my remote and do my stuff. But the moment you get up and you start working, it triggered something within me. Okay, I gotta get up. I gotta help my wife to work, and vice versa. And sometimes I just laugh to myself. I've never said anything to you about it before until now. But it's just amazing to me. And so you have to be in sync with your spouse so that you do these things naturally.
Absolutely. So, that concludes our 5 weeks of the 5 love languages. We have looked at physical touch. We've looked at quality time. We've looked at words of affirmation. We've looked at receiving gifts. And today we've covered acts of service. Again, if you do not know your spouse's love language, we would challenge you to go and take the quiz, see what identify your love language, and have your spouse also identify their love language. And then switch, study each other's love languages, and then just begin practicing one at a time, finding those things that make your spouse feel loved.
Now, remember, it may take you out of your element, out of your comfort zone sometime, but I guarantee you, if you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, it will worth it. It will be a lot of fun.
Yes. So there you have it. Thank you for joining us once again for Monday Mornings with the Smiths. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to go on Amazon.com, purchase our book, The 5-Star Marriage, and look out for The 5-Star Husband, The 5-Star Wife, which will be available on Amazon very soon. Thank you very much. Have a good Monday morning.
God bless.